Hey guys, this is a wig tutorial. Hey guys, this is a wig tutorial. This is my first tutorial that I've done for a wig, so bear with me. First, we need to section off the wig into individual spikes. After that, start with teasing the base of my spikes. I just backcombed with a thin bristle comb, and I hairsprayed the base so it would have something to grip onto. When brushing upward, you can spread out the hair and again backcomb that in order to create big poofy spikes. At this point, I am now just smoothing out each spike. I do this with a smoothing brush. Then I round out each of the spike with my hand and a little bit of hairspray on it. Starting on the third spike, this one actually works kind of differently because the reference photo shows it as a square shape. So it took me a little bit to figure out exactly how I was going to achieve this. I decided to tease this entire area and spread it out extremely wide and use hairspray to create a large nappy shape. This also created a good base to hold up the other spikes. There was a lot of me going back and forth between older spikes to make sure it stayed in shape and have the look I was going for. In order to keep it solid, I would spray it with hairspray again and heat that up with my hairdryer for it to freeze the mold. I realized I needed a third spike underneath the top two that I made, so I took that nappy area I created earlier and started molding out the third piece I wanted. Now it's time to craft the third spike. It followed the same process of teasing and shaping and then freezing the mold with my blow dryer. After that, I had to adjust the other spikes a little bit, and I added little hair clips at the tips so it would freeze the spikes properly. Once I feel fairly complete with one spike, I just move on to the next section. Occasionally, I will adjust some of the hair clips that I put at the tips of the spikes, so that way it would not flatten any of the tips. And now it's on to the front portion of the wig. Again, I start by sectioning off each piece. Then backcombing and teasing. And now taking my scissors and sliding them across the hairs to cut off the bangs. For Gohan's hair, there's a portion at the top of his head that splits into two different directions, so I ended up having to cut the hairs and texturize it to give it the look I was going for. further along I got on the wig, the more I would have to go back to the other spikes to make sure that they're in the right spot and kept the hold that I wanted. And now it's time to work on the right side of the wig. I haven't said this before, but I'm sorry about the location of where I was crafting my wig. At the time it was a convenient spot, but looking at the videos, it's definitely hard to see what I'm doing. If you have any other questions, or if you want extra tips on what I'm doing, you can always message me and I'll answer any questions. At this point, it's just a lot of rinse and repeat on the other steps. My camera cut out for the rest of the video, but here is the finished product. The only extra thing I had done was the back of the wig. I'm so proud of how this turned out, and I hope you really liked this video. Let me know if you want more tutorials like this in the future. And thank you so much for your support!